This game is absolutely devastatingly brutal, and I love it. Wait, audio test, audio test. Wait, audio test, audio test. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god, I've been sat here getting really excited about this game and I've had it on mute. Right, let me try and... No, in fact, I'm not going to try and sum up. I'm just going to talk for a few minutes about this game, okay? This game, I bought this game 4 years ago. Right, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, right? It was in a sale or whatever. At the time, it was a meme game because me and my friend Adil, name drop, right? I'm known as the one that's always going on the PlayStation Store, always finding games that are just cheap or whatever and saying it's the best thing since sliced bread, convincing people to buy it. They then buy it, play it, don't like it. We never play it again and realise, you know, the cycle just goes around and round and round and round, and we realise we're just buying and playing games for 5 minutes and not enjoying them. Here's the thing, in 2016 or 2017, whatever, whenever I got this game, you can see my trophy history, I think maybe it's 2016. Anyway, this game, right, barely even played it. I probably played the first mission and thought, that's a bit rubbish. Or I don't know, got distracted or had other things going on that distracted me, right? Here's the thing with this game. Here is the thing with this game that so many other games do not have these days. Where do I even begin? So let me just give you an overview of what this game is. So you're performing jobs, right? You're looting, you're heisting basically, you're robbing scrap yards, mansions, and as you can see here, some sort of bank with a vault. And in the bottom right corner you can see there's a turret that has a pattern to where it's aiming. Now, everything on this level is carefully crafted, is entirely all by design, right? That turret is moving in a set path, left, right, and if I sat here for long enough I could just watch it and say, yeah, right, so that's what that turret does. There's no random element to it. It's not going to do something weird and do a 360 spin, right? This vault, you can see here with all these lasers, is set up so that if I walk in there, I walk in those lasers, I'm going to trigger some sort of alarm and I'm screwed, right? There you can see a dead body over on the left. So I've done that room, I've distracted that guard, drawn him over there, and I've taken him down in silence. There are other rooms to this mansion that I've spent 40 minutes getting to this point, right? You've got a wanted level top left. Somehow I'm still on a 1 wanted level with no red bars, even though there have actually been times where I've been spotted. Guards have been going for their walkie-talkies, they've been going to call the other guards. As soon as the guards are on me in this with my play style, I'm done for. I play this game where basically I'm just taking everyone out, sneaking around. There is a mechanic where I can hide bodies, but I've run out. I've got one feature left of my gadget to hide bodies, right? I don't tend to hide bodies. I just bank on my ability to get through a level, taking out guards in places where they're not going to be found so that their mates can't call the alarm, and then suddenly I've got a mansion of about 20 people hunting for me, finding bodies, and the more they hunt around for me and find more dead bodies, the more the wanted level goes up, right? When you're in those situations, the heart rate's going up, it's all going on. Honestly, it's so good. It is so good. This game doesn't have checkpoints, so as I said, I've spent 40 minutes getting to this point. I've easily got, as I'm about to demonstrate with this live stream, hopefully, if it doesn't cut out, that I've got a good solid 20 minutes to go, right? So I could spend another 20 plus minutes now playing this level, keeping a 1 wanted level, keeping my ammo topped up, not tripping any wires, not making any mistakes, until I get to the very last second making a run for it. I could screw up, right? I could screw up. Just reading the comments on my feed. I'm trying to focus and talk. And screw up, right? I could screw up at the last second and it will wipe my entire progress for the last hour or however long I've been plotting out this game. Right? And you might think, that sounds ludicrous. Why would I play a game without checkpoints? Why would I play a game where I could potentially invest an hour of my life into it and then fail at the last minute? Here's the thing, right? Here's the difference with this game versus so many other games in modern day that are just put so many devices into their gameplay to screw you over. This game has pretty much zero, in fact it has zero random elements, right? Everything is by design. If a guard hears you, spots you, a camera spots you, you've either left a body, you've made too much of a noise, you've ran instead of crouch walked, you've assassinated someone in someone else's peripheral vision, it's entirely up to the player whether they pass the level or not. 100% every run. If I fail, it's entirely down to me. I wasn't patient enough, I wasn't smart enough, I wasn't careful enough in my approach. Games these days, they throw all sorts of random things at you that you have to deal with. I mean, admittedly, there's a multiplayer game, right? So I'm not complaining about lag. I'm not complaining about, the kind of bugs and glitches that you get in multiplayer games, hit detection, hacking, all that crap, right? That you think we immediately associate with a death. If I die in this game, the game hasn't screwed me, I've screwed myself. Do you know what that does? Even when you've spent an hour on a level and die at the last hurdle, I don't know, it just makes me want to do it again, because I know before I even start a level I can do it like 100%. If I really focus and I have patience and I just watch what I'm doing, I can do the level. It's just so satisfying, because when you finally do make it through, especially, I've had levels yesterday, right, and don't get me wrong, when I fail and I know that it's a cheap mistake that I've made, I'm absolutely furious with myself, right? I've not been patient enough, I've tried to run across something instead of crouch. I'm absolutely livid with myself, and this game has made my blood boil over the past week or so that I've been playing it, but a few seconds after the blood cools down again, I'm back onto the next level, because I know that I can do it, and this game is amazing and encouraging you to say, it's not just one more go. It's got the perfect balance between challenge and punishing you for making a mistake. And the thing is as well, like, games these days, they don't have payoffs, they have checkpoints, so you're just basically, it's just a point and click simulator, because you're running around, you don't really care if you're going to die. Oh, I'm just going to respawn, you know, it doesn't really matter, I'll just fly in again, or whatever. No, this game, if I don't pass a mission, I don't get diddly squat, right? Even in battle royales, you think when you die, well, back to the lobby, that's a wipe or whatever, you go back into the next game. You still get your XP, you still get some sort of reward for that. This game basically gives you nothing for failing a mission. You literally get nothing. You get like $100 and 100 XP when it takes like 80,000 XP to level up. It's just, oh, it's so satisfying. I just feel so I've been literally sat here after 40 minutes trying to record a video, and then I thought, you know what, no, I'm just going to live stream and I'm going to say exactly, this game is like, literally, I haven't played a game. This is an arcade game made by presumably quite a small studio. It's an indie game that I'm probably the only person on the planet playing this game right now. And if you're a developer and you get to watch this video or listen to this video, I just want to say thank you, because this game has reminded me about some of the key tenets in what I look for in a game. And I've been reading recently about it as well, as to what makes us tick when it comes to, you know, certain escapism in life, whether it's gaming or a creative venture or a challenge. It's just challenge in general, right? The game that I'm playing has to offer me a challenge that I feel I can attain. If the game is at least within, say, 5% of my level of skill, right, I know that if I focus and I put everything into it, right, I can make up that gap and I can win. This game offers challenge in a nutshell. It tests your patience, it tastes everything, and it absolutely, you learn such a huge lesson every time you die, because again, you know that you screwed up. The game hasn't screwed you up. There's not that apathy as to thinking, oh, this game is crap, this game is crap. No, I'm crap. If I die on this game, I'm crap every time, and I need to learn to not be so crap the next time. Oh, I love it. I just felt I just sitting here playing a game, and listen, if this run goes on to become a failure, my heart is going to sink, because again, I've put in 40 minutes of gameplay before live streaming to get to this point with a 1-star rating. This is only my second time on the mission, so I'm still learning the map, learning where all the rooms are, and I can still make a mistake. I can still accidentally press a button or run and screw up, and then I'd have to, you know, restart the whole level. But that's just, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, because once I do eventually beat this mission, I'm going to feel everything from relief. I'm going to be flipping, fist pumping. I'm going to be so ecstatic when I pass a mission. Oh god. But yeah, this game has so many qualities that so many games these days don't have, and I just felt like I needed to live stream and talk about this game, because it's clearly gone under the radar. I don't know how many copies it sold when it came out, but I'm probably one of less than 10 people in the world right now that's playing it, and I absolutely love it. It's absolutely brutal, but at the same time challenging and absolutely fair. That's the thing I need to stress as well. Like, it's brutal, it's challenging, but it's 100% fair every time I fail. So now that I feel pumped up and ready to complete this mission, let's see what I can do. Okay, so we've got ourselves a bank vault. I've never seen this bank vault before. This is only my second time on this map. First time I got 10 minutes in and failed. Again, I'm about 40 minutes of gameplay in to get to this point. We've got a turret down there. So upstairs we have, I haven't done anything up here. Yellow indicates I haven't unlocked it. You can sneak up and pick lock things, you can distract enemies. There's just bits and bobs going on in there. Ooh, see, look, I could have just gone up there, then peripheral vision, boom, he could have spotted me, and then I could have screwed up. Let's see. And then, can I say as well, whoever designed the music in this game and the audio, 5-star job. Honestly, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh my goodness me! Like when you get spotted, right? And oh god, if you see it happen live, you just see what I mean. Like the audio change is so good, like creating that suspense, especially when you're deep into a level and your heart's going a bit. Right, let's see if I can just knuckle down for a second and see that as I'm talking, I'm watching this guard, checking his movement pattern, checking that he's not gonna turn on me. Let's get a bit closer, so you can create a little extended view with the right analog to see what's going on just outside of your view. Okay, so this guard, let's just watch his movement pattern. So you can literally spend a couple of minutes just watching one guard to figure out the way he walks, and that's where the patience comes in, because you think you know where he's going to walk, but you've not properly studied him, and there's a little there's a little added element to his walk path that you haven't spotted. Right, so he goes off screen, he goes there, and then what, I'm pretty sure he goes downward now, doesn't he? So if he goes downward, where's he going? So he goes up. Okay, let me just check that I've read this correctly. He should go to the right now, if I've watched him correctly. Okay, go. We're picking the lock. Okay, we're picking the lock. We're going back behind this. My heart. Slight increase to my heart rate now, because I don't want to screw this up live. I don't know. And as well, you need to be aware of when they move, are they turning to their right? There you go. See, if I'd have gone through the gate then, he's turning to his right, he would have spotted me. Whereas if he's turning to his left, I might have got away with it. Right, so he's got a mate. Shit. I don't like being here. There's too many guards in different directions. Where's he going? See, the thing is, if I drop him over there, his mate is going to probably hear it. Oh my god, my heart right now. Ah! Oh god. Even just moving behind cover, I don't trust myself to not come out of cover. See, I haven't been watching the movement pattern of the guy up top. And I also haven't figured out yet if these lasers can be seen by enemies.
Stay focused.
I haven't studied this guy's movement pattern. Please, please, please. Yes. Okay. Right. I'm hoping that guard down there doesn't come through this door. And his mate's there as well. Right. What's this objective? Cash. So there's multiple objectives. So my primary... The primary is the... Wait. Loot 15 items from the vault. Yeah, see look, complete primary undetected. Got a red cross because I got spotted. So even though I got spotted, I managed to deal with the guy that spotted me in a way that he wasn't able to call for help. So I failed the objective to do that. But I'm still on the 1-star wanted level, thankfully. Because I've literally... there's about 15 to 20 dead bodies around the map. There's also a global alarm feature, so if you can find the global alarm in the game, you can switch that off, so that if one guy gets on his walkie-talkie, he can then alert the rest of the game to come and deal with you. So that's another whole element to deal with, and I think to my knowledge, bearing in mind I've been on this level for ages now, I think I have disabled the global alarm, which means if I get spotted and if I can deal with the guy without anyone else hearing, I can contain the fact I've been spotted and not allow it to escalate. I'm trying to now figure out the AI movements down here. We've got obviously the armed guard. So the thing I've realised with armed guards is I don't think I can assassinate him in the way that I can assassinate these guys. If you go up to them and press circle behind them, they actually just say no mate, and if you alert them and you've got the kind of gun I've got, it's potentially a problem. So again, there's so much educational material coming at me. You have to be aware of all the AI patterns simultaneously, how they're interacting, what distractions are available to me, what kit I've got, how much of each gear I've got. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Because again, it's just all about patience and awareness. So let me just see down the bottom. So I feel like if I take out this guard here, I can leave his dead body in view. This guard down the bottom, where does he go? Right, so he walks up here. He potentially on his rotation then, that rotation would see that dead body. So that, if I've got one body hider left and I've still got a whole bank vault downstairs to deal with, I don't particularly want to use that up, but I do want to take out this guard, and I've got to do it in a way that this guard down here who's on this certain path isn't going to spot him. So again, I feel like I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. That was a huge risk because of that guy there. I didn't even properly reconcile that. I don't know. My heart's up. My heart's up. No. Oh my god. 1 star. I dealt with it. Oh my god. Oh my god. My heart rate. See, I knew you can go back on the recording. As soon as I did that, I made a mistake, and the fact I'm trying to commentate over this is clearly not helping my focus, but I just need to share this. This game is incredible. This game is absolutely incredible. Like, the fact that that moment just happened, and oh my god. Let me just check. I need to just submachine gun. See, I don't have. So we got submachine gun. Right, this is what I want because of the fact that I've got more ammo for the sub. Oh my goodness me. Okay, let me just regroup. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ah, so this is the... That's the exit. Okay. That's another thing on top of it. Through the midst of all of the flipping looting and figuring out of the level, the map design, the AI, the capabilities of everything in the game, you also have to figure out where to escape, so that if you get caught and you're getting chased, you then need to run to an exit. Like, it's absolutely amazing. Let me see if I can pick it. Yeah, if I'd have messed up there, I would not have been remotely happy. Okay. Right, looks like we've cleared the escape. Ah, yeah. The reason is I picked up this loot earlier. I left it here because I went back up the lift. What's this yellow? So yellow things are usually lootable money. So you can see I've spent so long on this mission. I'm up to 21,000 without even looting the vault, the main bank vault. Let me just check in here. We're all checked out in here. We're good. The music, it's just that soft kind of. I was not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. I have to go and deal with a turret, which I've never had to deal with before. Potentially, I don't even have the gear for it. So L3, I can drop my my antique. I think that's the antique. Yeah, so loot antique tick. The purple item is like a bonus antique that's also hidden on the map. Right, let me just try and reconcile what is going on here. So I know now I can go up the lift, or I can go up that. That is all 100% cleared over there. I've 100% cleared all of that. We've got my shotgun, I've got my SMG, I've got one, I think it's an EMP. Right, this is it. There's bearer bonds somewhere. But I'm just focused on the primary objective now. I'm gonna crouch. So to go and study these patterns. So I've already been in this room. Right, this is it. This is all or nothing now. This is the last hour of my life. No, including the time I put on broadcast and the time I've spent trying to prepare all these videos, and then there's this broadcast. It's about an hour and a half of my life building up. The magnifying glass means they're in search mode. So previous levels you have to like be suspicious or create a noise or movement for them to get suspicious and search, but because this is a bank vault, they're on search mode by default, which means the AI you can potentially see there is a bit more aggressive. Oh my goodness me. So you're trying to factor in, if I try to take someone out, where can I take them out so that their mate don't see them, excuse me. I legitimately, I need to take a minute and go get a glass of water before I take this on. Be right back. Okay. Okay. Right, let me just check a few things. Check my environment. As in my real world environment. Check that I'm ready to take this on. Whew, okay. Yeah, see, look at the XP bar at the top. I'm up into the levels where it's over 100,000 XP to level up. If you fail a mission, you get like maybe $1,000, maybe 1,000 XP. It's just not going to cut it, is it really? So, right. So I need to just watch this AI for a minute or two, study them, see what kind of patterns they've got. So the guy at the bottom. Actually, let's watch the guy with the keycard. The guy with the keycard goes in, checks for the gems, checks the money's still there. He heads back out. So I need to figure out a way or a location. So he then goes up there, goes up to the turret. He then hunts down the hallway a bit. He comes back in the door, goes into search mode again. They seem to cross pretty much in line with where I am. Let's just see if that element is consistent. So the guy at the top who's up there, right, it's not, they don't consistently always cross. They're crossing at the door now. Okay. So potentially that would have been a good opportunity just then to open this door, follow that guy down there, take him out down there. I reckon. Yeah, that's not a good opportunity to do it then, because maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. See, it's this decision-making process as well. This game really prompts you to think of like, when is the best time. You don't want to. You don't want to rush it. Like again, I've spent so long getting to this point. You want to just carefully figure things out. Okay. Yeah, the points of crossing. They dissect there and they dissect at the door. After every however many circuits. It's just knowing which is the best crossover for me to go and get involved in. I feel like it will be when they're next to each other in this hallway. Actually, yeah, not then, because then there's less time for me to take him out before he comes back in. So I feel like it's going to be this one here. I'm going to follow the guy with the key card. No. No, I completely messed that up. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, this is it. I'm going to follow this guy now. No. Oh my god. That did not go to plan how I wanted it to. Oh my god. Right, I'm in the clear for now. Jeez. Okay. See, even when I think you figured it out, you just haven't legislated for the time it's taken the other guy to walk round. Poor science on my part. Right. I can unlock that door. Okay. See, I don't know. Here's the really scary thing now. I don't know how these turrets behave. I do not know how these turrets behave. Can I just walk up behind it and disable it? Okay. Is that permanent? Is that now permanently disabled? This is what. This is an element I'm not aware of. That could just kick on any second now and just get me. Okay, we good. Right, well I've got... I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I just want to sprint over there behind the turret, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. Oh! Right, let's see what the beam... Yeah, there's no way I'm going around that left side because the window of opportunity is not there. Can I get behind that? Oh, should I test getting behind that crate? I don't even want to risk getting behind that crate. What I want to do is this. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right. I've just realised what this game's doing. It's going to lock me in. I honestly thought I wasn't even sure if I'd get out of this room. Oh my goodness. This is the thing when you get to a certain part of a level for the first time. There's so many new gameplay functions that you're not used to. Like there's just a timer on your screen counting down. You don't know if it's going to trap you in this entire room or just that room. Oh, it's the lasers. It's the lasers, right. It's the lasers, so... Right, I've got my primary objective. Loot 15 items from Vault, so potentially I would have needed all 3 of them. See, okay. Well, not going to get my 15 items. But I believe I might be now in the clear. That's a good thing as well, like because I've carefully cleared everyone on the map before I've got to the vault. I've decided to clear everyone on the map. I now have pretty much a free run back to the escape. So as long as I don't, yeah, as long as there aren't any more curveballs, I can just relax now. As long as there aren't any. The only way I could screw up here is if there's a CCTV camera that's still in operation that catches me as I'm running back if I'm not paying attention. But yeah, I'm pretty much good. There we go, primary complete. Oh, okay. Like I said, over an hour just to beat that level. No alarms, no damage, not seen, loot. the sense of relief, I can't even express to you right now how relieved I am just sitting here. So satisfied. So satisfying. I'm gonna definitely have to take a time out. That's the thing as well, you beat a level and the emotion of beating it and getting through it, just, I'm finding myself needing to take time out, you know, after longer missions. Okay. Let's just drop back into the hideout just to have a little bit of a come down, a little bit of a relaxation. Brilliant design. Honestly, I love this game now. I now know what other kinds of games I'm going to look for. I'm going to look for more top-down, kind of stealthy heist games in this vein, and I'm going to compare them to this. It's quite a funny, like, sort of Cockney sort of vibe going on. So you get select a mission. So the gold star means I've unlocked a new mission at that location. So you get, I've got the third mission there. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 missions. So the third and final bank job there is going to be that one. I've just done that one. And I did Gaffer Cake the other day. Gaffer Cake took me more attempts, but the successful run wasn't as long as the one I've just done, the shakedown. But the Gaffer Cake, I was failing over and over and over and over again because, again, I wasn't patient enough to learn the AI paths, the triggers, and the best possible route. There's so many different ways you can complete a level. So I'm really, I love stealth and silenced gear. So I opt for, okay, I have an unsilenced shotgun for when things start going down, things go south, as they say here in England. But silenced machine pistol. So just a quick overview. It's a very simple, easy to learn, but thought-provoking gear system. So it's literally, I can buy a piece of gear for a price, and then if I want to upgrade it, I pay another price on top of it. Very simple, and the game will tell you what it does to enhance that piece of gear or that weapon. And the weapons that you have, yeah, they do mean that you make choices. So I could sacrifice a gun to have a neutralizer that will temporarily stun enemies in place. But then again, I would lose out on this. I have this to cover situations where I'm trying to, maybe I get spotted by one guy and I'm trying to deal with him without triggering his mates. This is just for when it's all gone. I mean, you saw back in that last mission, I was scrambling to grab a shotgun to try and salvage a situation. I don't even know, I'll have to rewatch that and figure out how I did that, because I hasn't fully processed the fact that I survived that. Body hider, straightforward. I've been using that most of the time, and throw a knife. I'm a big fan of stealth gameplay, and this game is actually allowing me to reconcile with that. I probably haven't played enough stealth games over the years, but this game absolutely, if you want to play fully stealth, you absolutely can. There's all sorts of cool gadgets. Noisemaker, so I can throw a thing to distract an enemy while I sneak past him. Flashbangs, EMP grenades to take out cameras and turrets. Stun mines, remote distractions, frag grenades. Again, throw knife that I've got. Remote mine, noisemaker grenade, proximity mine, and then some hidden stuff over here. I believe some of this is to do with jamming radios and being able to stealthily walk through cameras. It's such a simple gear system, but the amount of combinations that you could potentially have, you know, it's like a 4-digit pin, I suppose, to an extent. So many different combinations. Yeah, I'm a bit one-dimensional, I'll admit, with my gear loadouts, because I like to try and just sneak through, take out everyone, hide certain bodies that I deem to be key, and crack on. But here's all the loot that I've managed to muster.
No rest for the wicked, is there?
Oh, I just provoked a memory. Borderlands. There ain't no rest for the wicked. Oh my goodness me. Oh, the memories. Playing Borderlands 1 for the first time. One of my finest ever memories in a game ever. Playing it the second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth times were pretty good as well. Don't get me wrong, but playing a game for the first time. Imagine think of your favourite game or TV show or film, and being able to re-watch or replay it for the first time. Those sensations that you feel. Imagine that. And that's exactly what I'm having with this game, because it's my first playthrough. Yeah, off on a bit of a tangent talking about that, but yeah, so select a mission, gear station. This is a pretty cool. I mean, the fact, forgive me, Fabric Games, I don't know if you're independent, I presume you're an independent developer. This is a really cool way to have a menu. It's not just a bland menu. I'm back at a home base. Okay, I know a lot of games do that these days, but this is just cool. I respect what they've done here. This is cool as well. Just having these stations for sex. Anyway, I'm kind of just gushing about this game now. Honestly, I'm in love with this game. What this game delivers, the pillars of what makes this game good, I'm now going to be drawn as much to my genres of game, i.e. first-person shooters, RPGs, top-down action games, as much as I'm going to be drawn to the pillars of this game has and what keeps this game held up. I'm going to be looking for that in other games now as well. Games that give you a massive payoff for completing a level, like a satisfactory payoff, but at the same time are prepared to absolutely ruthlessly. I mean, when you make a mistake in this game and you are not on the ball solving the problem within a few seconds, and you haven't dealt with the alarms, and you haven't dealt with those bodies, it absolutely brutally just ruins your life. I love it. I absolutely love this game. I've now got where is it? So it's going to be, oh, this is the assassination. I was looking at my trophies, saying it was saying about targets with one bullet, and I was kind of thinking, what? Then I started to think, maybe it's future levels that's going to be taken out. Oh my goodness me. So now on top of, I've only just learnt to cope with turrets, and now we've got throwing in high value targets for me to kill as well. This is basically a top down Hitman. I've always been intrigued by the Hitman series, but I've never silence Barry. There's something about the modern AAA game. So many systems, so many, I don't know. The design isn't simplified enough. That I don't know. There's a clutteredness and a complication to certain AAA modern games that sometimes just assassinate Harry. Brilliant. Sorry, private joke. I've got a mate called Harry. That'll go down well. Yeah, there's just something about this game's design and the simplicity of it, and yet at the same time, these are just simple, basic level up systems. I don't have to change my mag size, change my silencer, change my scope, change my trigger, get 50 different camos for my gun, loot box. No, there's none of that. It's just basic design. That's just, but you still have to consider your loadout, because certain levels might be better with different loadouts. And if you're struggling with a mission, as the game says, you might consider changing your loadout. But it's just simple design, and it's genius. It's absolutely genius, and the quirky Cockney style, I love that as well. Honestly, I always wish I'd played this game 4 years ago and just helped shout about it and get more people looking at it, because I didn't give it a chance when it came out. I just sort of downloaded it, and you know what, partly probably what it was as well is, I suppose I wasn't mature in terms of looking at a game, you know, basically judging a book by its cover, because it's easy to go from a AAA game, all singing, all dancing, with all the graphics, all of this, that and the other, and then play a game like this and see that, yeah, but the graphics aren't as good, yeah, but the gameplay isn't as clean, yeah, but the controls aren't as responsive as a AAA budget game, and sort of be put off. But I feel so rewarded having persevered with this game. I mean, in the interests of full disclosure, I only originally booted this game up again about a week ago to try and grind out some of the trophies, and now I'm on a path with it where I've gone from wanting to just get my percentage up a bit to potentially, depending on how much I've got left in the tank when I complete the campaign, to potentially trying to go for the platinum on this game, which I can already tell some of these missions, I mean, completing a primary undetected is usually the one that I really, some of these missions, doing the main objective undetected, it's not even keeping a 1-star wanted level, it's literally not getting spotted. I mean, I'm going to definitely have to come back to that probably with different gadgets and figure all that out if I really want to go for the platinum, but at the very least I'm going to complete the campaign, because I love this game, and I wanted to live stream about it, I wanted to gush about it. And again, Fabric Games, if you're listening, from the gameplay designers to the audio designers to the artists, anyone who's worked on this game, you've done a fabulous job, and I'm now going to pay more attention to your games. I've seen that, I think you've released a VR game. Admittedly, I don't have any VR devices, but you know what, I might just go buy that game anyway, just to show you a bit of support, because this is brilliant. I'll now be keeping an eye out for whatever your next project ends up being. And they've even thrown in a nice little character select again, not over the top, cluttered up with customization and cosmetics that just make the game, it's not even games like that, they're not even games, they're menu and inventory management systems. You spend more time navigating menus and inventory than you do just playing the game. In a lot of games these days, but this game is just brilliant, so beautifully executed. And yes, it may be a little bit rough around some of the edges, but so rewarding to play. And it's got co-op. It's got co-op where you can, that seems to work quite well. But yeah, I'm actually going to take a break from this game, because again, after an hour or plus on that heist mission, I do need to take a bit of a break, because I feel very satisfied, which is always a good time to log off a game, instead of logging off when you're not feeling as satisfied with your play session, and B, because I've been on this game for a little while now and it's healthy to take a break, so I'm going to go take a break. Thank you for listening to me ramble impassionately. That wasn't even English. Thank you for listening to my impassioned speech about Filthy Luke. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a pleasant day. I certainly am now having a very pleasant day. I very much look forward to playing more of this game. Hang on a minute. What's this? 1 out of 3. Ah, this is the antiques. Sorry. Is it? Hang on a minute. Primary target. They must be the primary targets. Or are they the antiques? I'm not sure. Yeah, I completed all the secondaries. Strange. Anyway, to stop this from going on and on and on and on and on, I feel like I've hopefully got my point across. Thank you for anyone that's listened from start to finish. I look forward to playing more of this game. And I look forward to live streaming more again. Playing games that I feel genuinely into and like I'm not just hooked with a carrot on a stick. Playing an endless cycle game with an endless grind with no real payoff. That's the thing, right? Whenever you invest time into something, you want it to really have a payoff. And this game, the payoff when you reach milestones in this game is just so satisfying. It's perfectly done. Okay, thank you listeners, thank you Fabric Games, thank you everyone in the world. Hope you all stay safe during COVID-19, and until the next live stream, which I can't promise won't be another 6 months time, but I sense that it may not be another 6 months before I'm live streaming a video game again. Thank you very much for being with me today, and if this game interests you from what you've seen, you can find it, I believe, on Steam and the PlayStation Store, maybe in other locations. This video is not sponsored by Fabric Games, but I'm just sharing. If you are a member of staff at Fabric Games, I wish you all the health and happiness at this challenging time in the world, and I hope everyone keeps well and safe as we look forward to moving forward into the new world. So until next time, Lewis out.